Friends, in this video for ithought Advisor, I'm going to talk to you on the topic, when is a good time to scale up your portfolio? As an investor, I was always taught to constantly look to scale up my portfolio. I was taught not to be anxious, but to be always on the lookout for opportunities. And when I saw the right opportunities, my training wanted me to act decisively. This is how I wore the investor hat and scaled up my portfolios. Often, in the worst of times, I would do far more investing with conviction than I would in the best of times. In fact, in the best of times, I would be very careful in identifying some pockets of opportunity to begin investments there. So, the anxiety to invest would be low when the markets are high and in the best of times, and the anxiety to invest was always high when the markets are low and people are not too interested. Effectively, being contrarian was natural and it was something that was ingrained in me in my investment learning. So, as an investor, this was how I approached opportunity. When I wore the advisor's hat, I consciously chose not to do anything very different. I wanted to do just what I did for myself, for others, because for years this worked for me and I was confident that this would work for others as well. Remember, I was going to continue to do exactly the same thing which I would do for others as a professional. But the responses which we faced when we took this approach to people varied. Some people understood it very well. Some people understood the merit of doing what others are hesitant to do in times when opportunities were very attractive. But many people wanted the market to signal positivity and then invest. That would mean that getting them to invest would happen only in a rising market and never in a falling market. As an investor, this is something that caused me a lot of anxiety because I knew that I had to make every investor participate in corrections. For example, in the month of May and June, we tried our level best to bring our investors to participate when valuations were low. We were able to buy the best of companies at attractive valuations. We were able to convince the investors that this was a good time to scale up their portfolios. Now the markets are slightly higher. Opportunities are not as lucrative now as they were in May. And we need to see when opportunities would again become more lucrative, or if we are able to spot specific opportunities which are very lucrative and worthy of active participation by all of us. Inculcating this as a culture is what I have been trying to do, because that would mean that people would never be in self-doubt, would never undergo anxiety when the markets fall. In fact, when the markets dip sharply, we want conservative investors to invest consistently and still sleep well, because they know that they have bought investments at valuations at which they cannot lose, and when fortunes turn, those valuations would be so attractive that others would come in and buy the same stocks, improving their valuations and delivering them returns. This is the construct which I was taught. This is the construct on which my investing grew, and this is the construct on which I work as a professional. All three are linear. They're well aligned because what works should not be disturbed, and what ain't broke need not be fixed. So we have stuck to this, and we have stuck to this belief while improving our research, our opportunity seeking, our investment process, the way we prepare our investors, the way we encourage our investors to participate, and the way we make them appreciate which is a good time to invest. And the good news is many of you have understood that, and we would like every one of you to understand what is the right time to invest, when is the best time to put in money so that you profit when the times turn for the better. Thank you for watching this video.